Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to do something truly exciting, something that goes beyond the surface level of just another celebrity interview. We are going to explore and review the T-Pain interview experience in a way that feels like breaking down a premium product, something that you don't just look at quickly and move on, but actually take time to understand from all sides. Imagine this as if we are reviewing a luxury car. We will first look at the exterior, then step inside to explore the interior, then test the performance, check the safety features, examine the unique selling points, calculate the price in terms of time and attention, and finally reach a conclusion. By the end of this breakdown, you will see why this T-Pain interview is not just a casual watch but an experience worth your investment. Starting with the exterior, the first thing you notice about this interview is how visually inviting and appealing it is. Just like the sleek design of a car makes you stop and admire it, the presentation of the interview immediately pulls you in. The setting, the lighting, the way the background complements the vibe, it all adds up to a first impression that is hard to ignore. T-Pain himself contributes heavily to this exterior appeal. His look, his presence, and the natural charisma he brings set the stage before a single word is even spoken. The exterior is polished but not fake. It feels carefully thought out yet relaxed enough to make the audience feel comfortable. You know instantly that this is not going to be another bland, routine celebrity Q&A. Instead, the exterior signals that this is an event, an encounter designed to captivate. Now let's move inside into the interior, and here things get even more fascinating. The interior is not about the visuals or the surface. It's about the substance of what is said, the emotions that flow, and the deeper stories that come out. T-Pain has a way of making the interior rich with authenticity. He doesn't hide behind rehearsed lines or plastic answers. Instead, he opens the doors to his world and lets us see glimpses of his struggles, his victories, his humor, and his philosophy. It is a short interior because he doesn't drown you in unnecessary details, but every element feels meaningful. You get to see the man behind the image, the artist behind the AutoTune pioneer, and the human being who has lived through ups and downs in a very public way. This short but powerful interior is what gives the interview depth. It's like opening a car door and realizing that the inside is just as impressive, maybe even more impressive than what you saw from the outside. Now let's test the performance, and here T-Pain truly shines. Performance in an interview is not about singing or rapping. It's about how well the person carries the conversation, how they engage the audience, and how they balance entertainment with honesty. T-Pain performs beautifully in this regard. His timing is impeccable. He knows when to drop a joke, when to pause for effect, and when to get serious. His voice is expressive and engaging, keeping you hooked from start to finish. Unlike many interviews that drag or lose momentum halfway, this one has consistent energy. He performs not just for the interviewer sitting across from him, but for the millions who will eventually watch. Every word feels like it is delivered with intention, every expression adds flavor, and every story builds momentum. Performance here is smooth, powerful, and effortless, much like a high-end car that glides on the road without showing you the engine's hard work. Safety features are an underrated part of any experience, but they are crucial. In the context of this interview, safety doesn't mean seatbelts or airbags. It means respect, comfort, and boundaries. The interview never crosses into cheap drama or exploitative territory. Instead, it stays respectful both to T-Pain and to the viewers. He shares honestly, but he doesn't overshare to the point of discomfort. He gives you insight into his personal struggles, but always with dignity and control. The interviewer also respects this balance, making sure the conversation never feels forced or invasive. For the audience, this safety means you can watch it without cringing, without feeling like someone's privacy is being violated, and without the toxicity that sometimes clouds celebrity interviews. It's a safe space that encourages openness without harm. The unique selling points of this interview are what make it stand out in a crowded field. The first USP is T-Pain's humor. He is naturally funny and his wit comes across effortlessly. He doesn't need scripted jokes, his personality itself brings laughter. Another USP is his vulnerability. T-Pain is not afraid to admit where he struggled, where he failed, or where he learned the hard way. That combination of humor and vulnerability is rare and incredibly powerful. Then you have his knowledge. T-Pain is not just an entertainer. He is an innovator, a pioneer in AutoTune, and someone who has navigated the music industry with resilience. He shares insights that you don't usually get from celebrity interviews, thoughts about creativity, culture, and perseverance. These unique selling points transform the interview from just another piece of content into something memorable, something that leaves a lasting impression. When we talk about the price, we are not referring to money but to time, which is the most valuable currency we all have. Every minute you spend watching this interview is a kind of investment. The question is whether the return is worth it. In this case, the answer is absolutely yes. The interview gives you entertainment, which already makes it worth watching. But beyond that, it gives you knowledge, laughter, motivation, and even a sense of connection. The honesty T-Pain brings makes you feel like you didn't just watch an interview, you participated in a conversation. For the price of your time, you are rewarded with insights and moments that you will remember. This is what makes the interview valuable, much like a product that justifies its cost by giving you more than you expected. Finally, we arrive at the conclusion. After exploring the exterior charm, the authentic interior, the powerful performance, the respectful safety features, the unforgettable unique selling points, and the value of the time you spend, we can confidently say that the T-Pain interview is a full package experience. It is not just worth watching, it is worth revisiting, worth sharing, and worth discussing. In a world where most celebrity interviews blur together and are forgotten the next day, this one stands out. It entertains you, inspires you, and makes you feel connected to a real person behind the fame. That is a rare combination. T-Pain once again proves why he is not only an artist but a personality who continues to leave a mark. So if you are wondering whether you should invest your time in this interview, the answer is simple. Yes, absolutely. This is one of those experiences that reminds us why interviews, when done right, are not just conversations but meaningful moments. Thanks for my videos.